So we have Waseem Ahmed Janjua with us. He just cleared PMP exam with all above target. So Waseem, first of all, congratulations from the entire PMI community and Amir Ali community for clearing PMP and becoming a certified professional. So Wasim, you know that this is your journey. You have watched so many journeys. Now it's your time to shine. It's your time to share your story. So you have the mic. You have the freedom. Share your journey the way you like.
First of all, sir, thank you so very much for you for supporting, for mentoring, and to start my journey, I will start from that. I was thinking to do the PMI last year in September 2021, but due to some reason, I delayed it. But in December, I started thinking about again, and for that, one of my ex-colleague, he did PMP in May 2021. So I called him and I asked him that how you will achieve this goal. So he mentioned that I got the this training from Sir Amir, and he did the
So who
training.
was your colleague?
Sir Imran Iqbal.
Ah, Imran Iqbal. Okay.
Yes. So I asked him that how was a teacher. One thing that struck hit me very hard, and that he said that he will not let you go after the training, because he will keep follow you up and till you will become the PMP certified. And that one thing. And to be very honest, sir, I didn't pursue any other teacher, any other one.
Thank you.
The
Thank
next
you.
day, I messaged to you regarding that this is my credentials, and you said okay, you can do this, and I think so. Next day, when I enroll in that batch, you at that moment, sir, you started like interacting with me, but like you stay sharing the videos every day. And before the starting of the batch 15, already watched the all videos, just because you are every day you are sharing the video and follow up with me that you have completed me or not.
So
So
that's something that even Imran does not know. That I actually started at the end, mid of the last year. That whenever any student enroll in the program, like when the next batch is starting on 11th of February, if you enroll, like six students have enrolled. So now I have done that. I was not doing. So that's why Imran could not tell about that thing. So now I started doing that. That has actually yielded enormous results that we start giving the material even before, and you have a the people who joined the program before, they have a way head start, and they can actually do PMP sooner. Yeah, please continue.
yes, and then sir, as our batch started, it was good that I was prepared. Like prepared means I have the overview of the things. So when the batch first of our weekends batch cleared, one thing you already you did again with your training, that you asked for the collaboration. So after first our 3 days training, we made our study group, like we did like with team members of the same batch, and we start like doing discussions with each other, like on a student level. So that was also a plus point for you guys, for you, that you mentioned to collaborate with the team. So after that, like our training was finished, we were still in that study group, plus we have the PMP aspirant group, we are batch group. Like every time you are somehow you are connected with the PMP, and you cannot leave that unless you will get the PMP certificate. So after that, there was
Yeah,
like one.
I kind of make sure, or I kind of put everyone like to make sure that you don't leave the PMP unless you become certified
Yes, yes.
PMP. Yeah.
And after that, like 1 week, I was like little bit lazy, but I start keep doing this study with the
I
study
don't
group as
let you to be lazy. I
well.
kept on
Yes,
pushing.
yes, yes. So, but sir, till the last Friday, like I was not sure about this to do the exam on this Saturday. But as soon as I started this mocks, first you gave mocks for the six mocks for the people, and then process. Even though my score was in process was not as per requirement, but you said no, it's okay, Wasim, you can do that. So then used to share the mock test. I did first, and I was not sure even then second. But meanwhile, Usman was with me, and he was also
Yes,
pushing me,
yes.
and
Usman,
I
Usman, my just for the context of everyone who is watching for the first time and they don't know Usman, so every first student of batch is helping other. For batch 14, it was Saurabh. Batch 15, Usman. He is the first certified of batch 15. He is leading the row. He is
yes.
actually acting as a servant leader. I just loved it.
And sir, I name him Amir 2.0. Like he's following following your steps. So, and sir, I book exam on like 21st January, like at the night 1:30 a.m. And at that time, you were in contact with me, and Usman was the second person who were in the and he said, "Okay, Wasim, book it," because at that time I have done four mocks, and except one and fourth one, as per Usman, that sir said this was the toughest one, and in that I got less than 69,
68, I guess you got
69,
68 per
69, 69%.
69 percentage.
So,
Yeah.
but still, like I was like, okay, Usman said no, go, and you said book for the exam. So I did that,
So
and
you are
Alhamdulillah.
checking that both my and Usman's statement was actually the same. We were saying the same thing. You were
No,
asking different. Yeah, that was interesting.
sir, the thing is that which I mentioned to Usman as well, that see, sir, you have the expertise level like from all of us, but for Usman was in same batch, so I can
Yes,
compare myself.
that is why I ask each of my student to work with other students. You see, my approach, it's just like that thing. Imran said you and you join the program without going to anything. When
Yes,
you know someone, when you have studied with someone, worked with someone, their words of mouth, they are more valuable to than your parents, your teacher. And this
yes,
is the reality of the life.
yes,
We
yes,
value
yes,
our student. So that is one of the reason I kind of requested everyone, and many of my students are doing. I did actually tagged you just before this. I was writing a post that all the students, Deepak has helped many students, then Sandeep, then Mochde, then Saurav, Rafiullah. So everyone, every of my student has helped. So that is just marvelous. And I'll come to that. Now it will be your turn to do that. But that comes later.
yes.
Okay, let's move forward. Then you booked the exam, so you went. How important those last day material was?
Sir, I think so. That is the like overview of everything what we have learned, what we have done. So last day material was very helpful. Plus, sir, the most important thing, your last call was like, you can do this, and that will like by push
Yeah.
me so well, and I boost my like I
That was very
that
important.
was yes,
That's very important in my context for every single students of mine. I although have recorded the entire thing. Let's say sometime I'm not available, then I provide that the recorded version of that. But I believe when you talk to some person or
yes,
look into their eyes and tell them yes, you can do it,
yes,
that have a magical effect on any single person. So I believe that is an important thing to do, right,
yes,
Wasim?
yes, yes, sir. That was really
Okay,
important.
let's talk about the exam now.
Yes,
So
sir.
you gave exam in center
Yes, sir. I did in
in Abu
center.
Dhabi.
Yes, in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, how did you manage that time?
Sir, as you said that when I was finishing the 60th question, I was on 151-minute mark. Like it was like this. And one I think I want to mention that as you go in the exam, you become like it's become smoother for you that you are in that, and that mocks really help us because it was like just we are doing mocks, and it was really helpful. And when I finished the second 60 exam, that was like, as you mentioned, that it should be around 75 minutes should be left. But at that time, because when I was approaching near 100 questions, it was become like tougher questions at that time.
Hmm.
And then I was finished like 72 minutes was remaining when I did my second break and went out and drink some water. Have like the weather is here today was good, so I stand
Yeah,
in the
last night
window.
when I called you, yeah, last night when I called you, I went to get a cup of tea. You remember, I
Yes.
actually went to get a cup of tea. At that time, I was in my batch, so I was kind of trembling because the winter was. I was wearing the same clothes. so the winter was too much. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so
So I
the last section then.
yes, sir. So the last section was like there was questions like three liners, four liners. But it for the whole, if I talk about 180 degrees, all of it mixed. Sometimes I got the one liner question as well, and again got the third. It was kind of a mixed questions.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
sometime there are some two three questions where I took like 3 to 4 minutes because it was
Hmm.
so difficult. So it was
But
like that.
it compensated na other
Yes,
question
yes,
that's
yes,
why many students, that's why I want to have a last call. Many students say that okay, we will plan for each question. You cannot plan for each
yes,
question.
yes,
That's a
yes,
plan of failure.
yes,
So that's why chunk, like you can plan for 60 questions. That's a big chunk. If you don't want to, then maybe 30 question or 20 question you can make it plan like 25, 25, 25. You can do that. That can work, because in between the question some will be large, some will be small, so that do happen. Okay,
yes.
let's get into the context. Any critical path question?
So critical, I think so. One question was there.
You
Was
have to calculate critical path.
no. It's was like mixed with the teams that
Okay, oh, that
it's
I'll
not
come to that,
no, no.
because last night I was teaching scheduling, and you know how I teach the critical path. So students were having question, sir, will it be coming really? And said tomorrow two students have exam, and Wasim, I don't want to steal that thunder. While we are talking, another student have just cleared. Raj from USA, he booked the exam as 3:45 a.m. He cleared with all about target. So now we have one more PMP.
Mashallah,
Mashallah.
mashallah.
Okay, so any question? How many questions were regarding analogous parametric three-point estimation techniques?
Sir, yes, it was there but it was around 4 or 5 questions. Like it
The
was
questions are
mixed,
there,
mixed with the teams
but
topic.
you need to know
Yes,
that. You
yes,
need to know that.
you need
The
to
point
yes,
is that you need to know that. Okay,
yes,
what
yes.
about those cost aggregation, cost baseline, management reserve, contingency reserves? How many questions were there about?
For the cost, I said like you, whatever you asked, like around 5 6 questions is it was like, but
And
calculate cost.
compliance,
No calculation was there. No question about like
SPI, CPI, no
SPA.
question,
SPA question was mentioned
but no
there, but
formula question.
not formula. Formula was
Yeah,
not, but
you
option was
cannot
there.
share the exact question, Wasim. That is
Yes,
important. That is
yes.
against PMI codes of ethics.
Okay,
That is
okay,
important.
okay.
That's why I'm moving around the bushes,
Yes,
not to
yes.
the specific.
Fine,
Okay,
fine.
so then we move to the next thing. Uh, Compliance questions were there.
Compliance was one or two, not much. One or two.
One or two questions.
Yes, yes.
Okay, change request questions.
Change request question was it was scenarios like that. There are
Mm,
there change
you need to know that.
request.
Now let's come to the main
Yes,
topic,
you need,
which was the most dominant area.
sir. People.
People,
It was
team,
people. It was
team,
teams. It was teams.
team,
Like
team.
if you talk about everything was team, hybrid, agile.
Let me just put it more specific.
Oh, okay.
Training needs, emotional intelligence, conflict management, virtual teams, resource management. What was the most highlighted in team?
Sir, virtual team
All
was
of
there.
them.
Yeah,
All of them.
like all of them was there. And virtual team, there was a lot of questions like about that team was geographically
Yes,
disappeared.
of course, of
Yes,
course.
yes,
We are
yes,
in working in a virtual
yes,
team.
in virtual,
What do you
yes,
expect? Well, like PMP exam is a continuous evolving. You can't expect that the
yes,
PMP exam has old question. It
yes,
must
yes,
have the new
yes,
questions, na?
yes,
So that
yes,
is expected. Okay.
yes,
So team, the entire team topic is
yes,
important,
yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
What about stakeholder and communication?
Stakeholder information, there are questions that we need to understand about their scenarios, how it will cope up with, mix up with the
Hmm,
teams, and
hmm,
they are doing mixing up every topic like in the questions, so people can
hmm.
uh,
Okay.
uh,
Okay. 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 Risk quality procurement. What about that?
so procurement, there was questions like procurement for 3 4 4 5, like it's like that. And quality, one or two. And what else, sir, you asked which one?
Risk quality procurement risk.
Risk, yes, there were questions for the risk, like risk register regarding this and risk mitigation. There was questions.
Okay. Okay, okay. What else was more like agile predictive? Which area was most targeted in the exam?
Sir, hybrid was like most of them. Hybrid,
Why?
agile, hybrid,
Hybrid,
agile.
hybrid,
Yes,
hybrid.
hybrid.
Yes. Okay. Hybrid was there. Okay.
Yes,
What
yes.
else?
Sir, there predictive was not that much, but agile and hybrid was there most of the time. Teams and this plus one more thing, that this conflict management. There was questions for that conflict
Hmm.
management. How you will teams their issue with each other. How you will resolve that low performance team member. How you will cope up with that. So there
Hmm.
was questions like that.
Okay. Okay. But that is important. Okay. Okay. Now you have given us a great amount of information in last 15 minutes. Nandana is asking how much the agile was there. Like in agile, one thing is agile mindset. Was that more, or the ceremonies, scrum, events? What was more important?
So you can say agile mindset, sir.
Agile mindset.
Agile
But there were
mindset.
questions on ceremonies also.
Yes,
You
sir.
need to
Yes, sir.
know.
There was. Yes, yes.
Any question on XP, extreme programming,
No, not a single.
Kanban?
Kanban board was there. Like you have to display some this
Yeah, you can.
information.
Okay, that's
Okay,
enough.
okay.
That's enough.
Yes, yes.
Okay, lean,
No, there was no question for the
burn up, burn down chart questions.
one or two.
No. How many questions were drag and drop?
So only one was there for this. Power
You
interest
cannot share.
map. Oh, okay,
You
one,
cannot
one,
share.
one. Yes, yes.
One was there. Any fill in the blanks?
Filling the blanks. No,
True, false.
no.
How many questions with multiple options?
Multiple options means, sir.
A, B, C, D. You need to select two option or three option like that.
There was question like around. You can
Okay.
say four,
Okay.
five.
Okay. Okay. Your final advice to PMP aspirant.
Mm, I want to say that you will never get ready. So follow Sir Amir's advice when he said book the exam. Because
Work the exam.
I was in
Thank
that process because I was doubting myself, to be very honest, sir. But Sir said, and my team, like Usman, he mentioned, go for it. So
Thank
everyone
you.
should.
Thank you for saying that. Now, the most important thing, the one thing that Usman did for you, you need to do it for other. Each one,
Sure.
teach one.
Yes,
There are a lot of students of batch 15, students of
yes,
batch 14, one-to-one students. You need to help them. You need to
sure.
guide them. You need to
Inshallah.
work with them
I
because
will. I
each
will.
one, teach one.
Yeah.
Uh, the way Usman worked with you, now you are two people. One plus one is 11, not
11.
two. When it comes to collaboration, you know that 1 plus 1 becomes 11, so you need to help other people. We have a lot of students, like 25 students, new students of batch 1 of 2022. I hope you have seen that publicity everywhere. So now you need to also guide them. You are like the new groom in the PMP aspirant group. So people will be approaching you. You have more insight than you and Raj. Actually, Raj cleared after you. So you and Raj have more insight about the exam than anyone else, than me, than Usman, than anyone else. So people will ask you, each one, teach one. Do guide them, do support them, do help them. And anyone approaches you just like Imran, do guide them. What is the best source? Me, whatever, you
Yes,
can
yes.
guide them there.
Inshallah. Inshallah, sir.
So the second thing, I want you to write the PMP questions. You have the insight of exam. How relevant my mocks were to the real
Sir,
exam.
I was telling you that it was just like when I was sitting in exam center. It was just like that. I am doing the mocks which you were provided to us. So it
So
was not
why?
most of the.
Because PMP aspirants made that mock.
Yes, yes.
So PMP certified PMP made it. Now it's your responsibility to take up the mantle and do make some questions.
Inshallah.
And for both things, for teaching other, for making questions, you need 60 PDs to maintain your exam. I will
Yes,
guide you. I'll support you in that area. And
I know, sir.
finally,
Very well.
Wasim, we were discussing your plan. You plan to go to holidays. So when do
Yes.
you plan?
Sir, next Friday I will
So
go.
I hope you enjoy these 5 6 days, and then you enjoy your hometown. With that,
Inshallah.
best of luck, my friend.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for honoring us. It was my honor to serve you, and best of luck for future endeavors. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.